What's up, Trey?
Morning, Brian.
How are you?
I'm doing all right, man. Doing all right. There won't be any cinnamon rolls after this, though.
Yeah. How's the new house going?
It's going well, man. Finally cut the grass. You know you'd like that.
All right. You do it yourself or pay somebody?
I did
Hello?
it myself. Jill, can you hear us?
Hey, I gotta put my headphones on. 1 second.
You're useful. Yeah, Brian. No, like the yard's small enough that I can cut the backyard, and I can cut either the back or the front, like during the lunch break,
Okay.
easily, and
Okay.
bag everything, so I can't justify paying anyone yet.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, good morning.
Hey.
Morning. I thought I'd let you know about this. I know you mentioned your studies earlier. I don't know if you're still taking classes, Jill.
Hey, you're talking about this morning's ride.
Correct. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
So I was like, oh, what are you gonna get ready to tell me?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
To make up for yawn at dawn.
Exactly. Yes, and
So people were scared of the cold.
oh, I'm scared. I'm really scared.
Yeah, legitimately. You know.
Yeah.
But are you still taking classes? I think, Jill.
So I just started my master's program in January, so I've got 2 years. But right now I'm on a little break.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I hope that goes well.
Thank you. Yeah. The first 7 weeks were a bit tough. So.
Well, you just have to remember you don't have to have a social life, and it'll be fine.
It's about what happened. But it's nice because at least I was able to get in some trainer rides. But yeah, it's just definitely learning how to do time management a little bit better. Oh.
Yeah, which is why I've not tried to pick up any new responsibilities.
Yeah. Going back to school has made me realize how much time I waste doing frivolous things like social media or other stuff. Yeah, like, I didn't have time for any of that. That was crazy.
You got a different kind of benefit from it that just may not be as useful right now.
Mm-hmm. Trey, did I see that you moved?
Yes, I did move. I moved January 21st. I moved out of Churchill to Lakeside.
Congratulations. Okay, so that was a while ago.
Yeah. I mean, still feels pretty new, but it's nice. Lakeside's a nice, safe area. Feel like I leave my car unlocked, although I don't. Churchill is not meant for that.
I don't know. I don't know about Lakeside. I know Forest Hill, where I live, you do not.
I mean, I'm not planning on doing it, but
You're not
it does feel like, okay, my car's not going to get hurt. Like, there's not enough people walking around. That if I saw someone, like, I've got a driveway, so if someone was standing next to my car, I've got legit reason to be like, what the hell are you doing? Whereas Churchill, like, there's plenty of reasons why I might just be happy to be near your car.
I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I think the one time I did leave my car unlocked, somebody scuffled through and like scattered stuff everywhere. And oh, I'm on Discord. I'm on Discord. It's a group that was gonna do Yawn at Dawn. Yeah.
Tell them we said
Hey.
hello.
There's Susan Glass.
Oh, Susan, good morning. Brian, did I see that you went up and did
Quantico?
Quantico? Yeah.
I did.
I'm sad I missed that. I love that. I guess it's not really a race, it's just a fun ride.
It's not a race, but you're still against your previous times. It was, I last did it in 2019, obviously. And it was, they mixed it up a little bit. Some parts we did reverse. Like when we got to that last little section, I don't know if you want to submit you've done, but the one that you go through town and they do that loop.
Yeah.
We did that reverse.
That's a really cool part. So what
Yeah.
What
it was definitely drier than 2 years ago.
What Brian's talking about is there's a military base up in Quantico that opens up once a year for a mountain bike ride. And part of the mountain bike ride, you get to actually ride through the base. And, like some of the military guys will be out like waving and stuff. So it's kind of cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Some brutal climbing though.
Yeah, it's lots of pitchy.
There's not much recovery except for when you're going through the town.
Yeah, it's not sustained climbing. It's just this constant pitchy. I did it 2000. I think it was 18. Were you there that year?
No.
Oh, had been raining the whole week. They didn't cancel it. It was so muddy. It was
pretty dry. It was some wet spots, but it was pretty dry last Saturday. Then today I'm leaving. I'm done here to go up to Damascus to meet my daughter on the Appalachian Trail. I'm gonna do the Creeper Trail tomorrow.
No.
So I had to go out yesterday and buy a little bit of rain gear. It's been raining all day.
Oh yeah, I guess it is.
But I haven't done it in a couple of years, so I'm gonna do the full up and down.
I've never done it, but it's on my bucket list.
To the border, you have to go to the border, not just stop at the top rest stop. You got to keep going about 3 miles past that to get it all the way in.
And that's road, right? That's on a road bike.
I'm doing it on my cross bike.
On your okay.
It's gravel. It's a rail. It's an old rail. It's a rail trail.
But there is like that little climbing part, right?
There's about 14 miles of like a steady 2 to 3%, 1 to 2% climb. I mean, if you go up, you get about 17. If you go up, and you get about 17 or 1,800 feet of elevation over 30. It's 32 miles each way. 32 miles up, turn around, come back down. 32 miles. You get about 2,400 feet of elevation change.
What? I didn't know that.
The last 20 miles. I mean, it's a slow, steady climb because the train had to get up there. It's an old train, railroad line. So there's nothing in your face, obviously. So it's just a slow, steady climb. And it's like they have a lot of shuttle services where they drive somebody up and drop you off and let you just roll downhill, which I consider cheating.
Good morning.
Hey,
good morning, Susan.
Who is that?
Jill and Brian.
Jill. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning.
It's as far to drive up there as it is to Philly. It's a 5-hour drive from Richmond.
Yeah, I knew
it's way up there.
It's a really far drive down there. So because you're right down there, farther down than Virginia Tech.
Yeah, you're about 2 hours past Roanoke.
Is your daughter doing it with you?
No, my daughter's doing the Appalachian Trail right now. She's through hiking all the way up north.
She's through hiking the whole trail?
Yeah.
So she just got back to Virginia.
She just got back to Virginia earlier this week.
Oh.
So she's already gone through Damascus. I'm going to pick her up at some place, at something Gap, and we're going to go back to Damascus and spend the weekend. And then when we leave, I'm going to take her back to where I picked her up. And then when she gets in the winter,
with the math. When did she start?
March 8th. They have an algorithm they use that you punch any miles and it tells you your schedule. It's all high tech now.
Nice.
And so when she gets to Winter Green area, I will pick her up and bring her home for a few days. I'll take her back.
That's so cool.
So that should probably be next week or so.
Oh wow, good for her. That's like a lot of people's like goals and that they never
infatuated. I've gone up to Damascus a lot and did the trail and like took kids up there when I was little. So she's been kind of infatuated with the Appalachian Trail since she was about 10 or 11.
Yeah, I mean, I've done little pieces here and there, but that's I feel like
her trail name is Rebound because we're all rebounding from 2020.
Yeah, that's good. Backpacking is tough. That is tough.
Yeah, I got gear. I'm taking up with her to bring back, and I'll bring back some gear. So I got some stuff I got to take up there.
Did she tell you about the very beginning of it, where you do the approach trail and you have to?
Yeah, she started that. You flew to Atlanta. There's a shuttle service that takes you out, and then about 40 miles in, there's like a tree. It's basically your point of no return. And if you don't think you can do it, you just throw your shoes into this tree. There's about 3 or 4 trees there that are like full of shoes.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've done that section before, and it is tough. I can see why it's almost like a little test.
Yeah, and then in the Smokies right now, they you have to get a ticket to go in on the Appalachian Trail, and they limit your time because of bears and everything right now.
Oh, so not because of COVID.
Yeah, and there's parts of the trail in the Smokies right now that are chain link fenced off for bears.
Wow, okay. So did that hold her back some?
I don't think so.
Nothing holds her back.
Also forgot to mention that I am live streaming the ride.
Oh.
Forgot to mention that. So.
This is much better than being outside and cold.
Ha.
Oh, I can't believe it's 30, what is it, 35 degrees outside right now?
I don't know. I set my alarm to sleep, and my second one went off. I said, what is that? And I said, oh.
37 something here in Lakeside.
When's Graham leaving, Suzanne?
I don't know. I don't know. He just left work about he left work at 6 o'clock. I don't know what the plans are right now. We'll see. I'm not free to talk.
Gotcha. Well, he obviously didn't sign up for Grand Park.
Well, nobody, even Lester couldn't get in. It closed before it even opened.
Yeah, there's still some spots for the B race.
Yeah, well.
What race is this? What are you guys talking about?
Bryant Park.
Tuesday night races at Bryant Park. There were only 35 slots.
They're going to probably open it up. They'll probably open it up more. I was talking to Joe last Saturday from Quantico, and he said they'll probably open it up more.
Well, people who signed up aren't going to show up every single week. So
right.
I mean, nobody ever signs up. I mean, nobody ever really shows up. But, they had to ensure enough participants.
Yeah.
I probably won't be going this year. I mean, I've got photos, so.
I think, Trey, you need to get one of those B spot races spots. Really snag one.
Nah.
Use those Zwift skills to put into real world use.
The road is really bad. The road is really chopped up. It's worse than it ever was.
There are some patchy areas there. I've walked it a couple times.
Yeah, I can't believe
patchy spots in there.
I can't believe how bad it is, especially in the back section. It's really bad.
When I walk over there, I'm like, how much would it cost to just pave this? Who do I need to call to get this paved?
Friends of Bryant Park.
How much money would that cost to pave those areas?
Trey, when are you going to start doing those crit races?
I will say there's some serious consideration for this year, signing up and doing it. I don't know.
You live right there. You can ride to it.
I know.
You would be good at it. You'd be
Yeah.
really good.
It's a good workout
lets
too.
me build up some good power, but it does not help me with cornering at all.
You know what you could do? You could sign up for the big races if there are slots, shoes and a training ride. Stay at the back. That's all you need to do. Ride with.
Just hold on for as long as you can, and then other groups will form. It's all about just fitness and getting training. It's a practice race, remember.
Well,
Only the first 5 spots get upgrade points.
some of those boys fight and girls fight a little harder than just that. There's a lot of blood left out there.
Yeah, carbon.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. There's still time.
There's no time for the A race, so that's done.
Well, yeah, I ain't A race. Anytime soon. I've looked at the stats of the A race, and I cannot maintain that for that distance.
Yeah, they're going like 27 miles an hour.
They are serious. Trey, do we have a 4th rider not on Discord?
We have our 5th, Ken. Ken is not on Discord. The K Ashworth. He's not using Discord. He has in the past. I guess he's not using it now.
So what are you doing for your anniversary today, Suzanne?
Don't even go there. Not for discussion. I'm not going to work. That's what I'm doing.
That's
You
a good start.
better get some work done around the house.
I'm not doing anything right now. I've worked the last 3 weeks straight. I have not worked this weekend at all.
Yeah, I think you've earned a break, Susan Ann. I know you've been working hard for the last many months.
Phase is up. It's running well. People are signing up for their immunization. No glitches. Amen.
Are you so you're in the medical field, Susan?
No, I am the IT Services Support Manager for the Virginia Department of Health. Yeah, no stress.
Hey, yeah, I could see how that would bring on a little bit of stress.
Yeah. Going to be bringing on board another 50 to 100 people.
Lots of responsibilities on your shoulders. Wow.
Yep. So I work with the equipment as well as the application.
Are you
Trey, thank you for
responsible?
putting this together.
Yeah, thank you, Trey.
Yeah, Trey, thanks.
I'm going to ride by myself this morning. But this is better. What were you going to ask me, Jill?
As IT is concerned, are you responsible? Is what like you guys are doing the website and all of that management?
As we designed it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, kudos on that.
So I changed my gift card. That
I see. Oh yeah. I forgot what that's called. Yeah, you have to do the different Swift jersey on. Nice.
I earned it because I leveled up to 21. Last night was good. We had fun.
It's anymore. I gotta get on the secret list.
What's that?
I said, I'm not on the list anymore. I have to figure out how to get on the secret list.
Yeah, for some reason I saw you were getting the invite for these things.
Lester has a dump trader. I think it's he. But he said I talk to Trey. I didn't know it. He says, I've got a trainer I haven't touched since 2019. I said, you can get on. Just have to know how.
Yeah, you certainly can. Got enough people on classic trainers now. You definitely get them set up.
With Zwift. Do you know about this gaming app that they're creating?
What's that?
Do you know about this new gaming app that they're creating?
That Zwift is creating?
Yeah, I don't. Maybe I misunderstood what I read.
Is this the thing with the Olympics?
I'm not sure.
Okay. I've not heard of it. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. They're not working on an app. I know that they're supposedly working on actual products. So potentially going into the smart trainer business. I don't know the when, but I know they started a team to start building devices of some kind, and they're likely to be smart trainers of their own or related devices.
Seems like, I guess, a natural progression.
Yeah, there's concerns of how that would affect the market if the company themselves, they start making their own trainers. How would that affect other people's
It'll be
other
like
brands'
Peloton.
compatibility? Yes, yeah.
They're going to lose a lot of people then.
See, okay.
Well, if they do like and they say, oh, you can only, I imagine there's no way they're going to do it. Their main revenue stream is some million people that subscribe and pay $15 a month. Like, there's no way they're going to mess with that and force them to buy their own trainers.
I hope not.
Bad decision.
Their price point is what makes them so attractive, too, I think.
Yeah, Peloton is like 25, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I was thinking for some reason it was like 40, but yeah, they might be right.
Yeah, it's still higher than I want to sign up for the moment. And pay for the bike.
Right. Or for their lovely treadmill.
Apparently the Consumer Protection Bureau is telling people not to use the thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
the treadmill. Yeah, a couple kids got killed over it.
Kids and dogs, and there's videos where you can watch where like even pieces of furniture get sucked under it.
That's trouble.
Yeah, I don't like treadmills. I've never liked treadmills. I've done my marathoning without running on treadmill. I've only been on for doctor's appointments. And I say, Susan, hey, get off before you work today.
Yeah, they're. I have a treadmill.
They're hard on your ankles, they're hard on your knees. Although they've come a long way since I started marathon years ago,
Oh, yeah.
but still don't like them.
I find them to be okay. But they certainly helped me with maintaining a pace.
Yes,
And they've allowed me to get better with running. But,
yes.
because, fear of running outdoors yet.
Yeah, Trey, you do some of the Zwift running, right?
Correct. Like all of my running the last couple of months has only been Zwift running. Yeah, that helps. I mean, it is a video games anyway, but it is a nice distraction of being able to see my pace, so I can I know the pace I'm maintaining. I can see all my heart rate and steps per minute. Like, I enjoy seeing all the data, and all that kind of gives that extra distraction.
So speaking of seeing things, for the first time since they did their update, along the bottom of my screen now, I have that little graph that goes along. The blue and green and orange and red or whatever the heck it is. started about 2 weeks ago. But at the same time, Trey, when I finish my ride now, I have no option to select any pictures of myself, my avatar.
That's odd.
It disappeared. I looked online and it said go to settings and there should be a link there or a button to turn it on, but I don't have such capability. So all I get now are these ugly pictures of just the road.
I'm trying to figure out. There's a button, and I can't remember what. Oh, you're on the Apple TV. So that graph is your heart rate and power data that's across the bottom of the screen, and
Right.
it's showing you what you have done and what you're currently doing
Exactly.
in a graph. You can
Never
cut that
happened
on and
before.
off. Yeah. So it may have just gotten activated. Like I know you don't. Like from what I recall, you don't actively have the companion app up. But there's a button on the companion app that you can press. It's looks like a little chart on the companion app when you're playing. And you can press that button, and it will it'll toggle that little chart on and off.
Well, I obviously turned it on. I kind of like it.
It is nice. I'll send you a screen. I just took a screenshot of my companion app screen. I'll send it to you so you can see what the button looks like.
Yeah, tell me. So are you bringing the cinnamon buns?
That's right. They're getting delivered via FedEx right now. We're going to get one
Okay.
when they finish. No cinnamon buns. We're doing this for the company.
That's okay. I got my handful of dried apricots and figs.
It looks like it's going to be much warmer next week. So
80, 89.
yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Right? Yeah. That'll be good.
I'll probably resort to riding inside again. Andrew Mann says that Laurel Park is going to probably be only 1 or 2 more rides before they shut it down. They're that close.
From what we've heard, it's in May is when they're going to start demolition.
Yeah.
We're
They found
working
a new
on a new
location.
location. Yeah, we're working on a new
City Dot
location that we think we
It's
have.
he said it's on a cul-de-sac street in an industrial park about a mile and a half away.
Some of the board kind of rode the start of what would be a normal route if we used the new location, and I think they all found it to be pretty safe.
Yeah.
Taking the normal precautions you would take. So I think we're going to be okay. I believe.
It's going to be weird. I've been riding out of there for 24 years.
But it will take some adjusting, but we want to keep the social aspect. We talked about using Front Park.
Yeah,
as
that
like the
gets
new
too busy.
space. Correct.
Too busy.
Not enough parking for like a fully loaded BDR or ABC ride.
Sarah and I rode from Glen Ellen Elementary School yesterday on Mill Road, and that's even busy getting in. Yeah, I started after you guys. I got on a little after 6.
Only a little. 0.2 of
Yeah.
a mile behind us in distance.
Well, I was
Okay.
half asleep, but when I got on, I couldn't figure out how to get my thing to turn on. And I said, you got to push the button, dummy. But I had everything ready. I was like, yay!
I've only done two Zwift rides this early, and this being the second. I feel like it takes a little bit more prep to ride this early.
Yeah, I had to get everything ready last night. All I had to do was switch stuff on. I even had my clothes laid out over the bike.
Yep. I had my water bottle ready. The only thing I had to grab was my nutrition. Hey Brian, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
So what time do you leave as soon as you get off?
Yeah, I take a shower, pack up a few things, and roll.
You come back when?
Sunday. I'll stop at VMI on the way. I'll stop at VMI on the way home.
Oh, it's the Alexander. Good.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of people are doing Vesuvius this weekend. I think it's this weekend.
The Vesuvius area? Is that what you mean? Or is there a
Yeah,
certain...
there's a ride. I thought there was a ride this weekend. I know Gus was talking about riding in the Blue Ridge, and last night the guys were talking about doing Vesuvius.
I taught Chandler to go down to Chesapeake next weekend for the time trial.
I didn't even know about it. Which one?
Yeah, just the 13-mile one, not the 20-mile one.
The one at Dismal Swamp?
Yeah,
I didn't even realize it was on.
so I'm taking Zoo Canyon down there and give it a shot.
Is it the USA Cycling?
Yeah, he's doing Cat 5. I'm just doing Marks.
How come I didn't know about it?
It's on USA. It's on Bike Ridge.
Yeah, I probably didn't see it because I've been working. Yeah, I never got my jersey the year I won it. I'm so
Just go down there
annoyed.
and complain.
Oh no.
Are we doing 2 laps of the same loop or?
Well, we're in. Hey,
Yes.
more than halfway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Volcano Flat. So yeah, we'll end up doing
This is so cool.
2 laps and a little
Gotcha.
more.
Hey, we already did this.
Cool.
I didn't want to send anybody up the mountain in the morning. I think we're there yet.
Yeah, this is a good Yanadon ride. Good
It's
choice.
perfect. It's perfect. I forgot my gloves. The only thing I forgot this morning, I forgot the lens. Here, put them on my bike.
I used to wear gloves. But then I started putting a towel across the handlebars.
I've got a towel.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not cushions. It's not cushions enough for me.
Yeah.
I don't know what my hands have been bothering me recently.
I mostly wore the gloves for the sweat absorption.
Uh-huh.
And so the towel is still doing that job at the moment.
Yeah.
Brian, do you put anything over your bike? You have a towel or a sweat towel?
Yeah, I got 2 towels over the handlebars.
It took me about 1.5 years where I got to the point of putting a towel over the handlebars.
I'm thinking of getting a piece of, like a pool noodle, the thin one, and cutting it and sticking it over just because it'll cushion
yeah.
my hand.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. I wouldn't recommend that in real life, but that might be
I
acceptable
know,
for
we do it in
those
real life.
listening.
I don't have enough real estate.
That's right, you do have shorter, narrow handlebars.
I do have I have a tiny little bike and tiny handlebars.
Jill, do you have anything draped over your bike, or do you not sweat at all while riding?
But I do have a towel. I was kind of the same way as you, Trey. I was using gloves for a really long time. I actually prefer gloves, but then I got lazy and just used the towel. But my preference is, yeah.
I use the gloves for the cushioning.
Yeah, I like the gloves to absorb the sweat and the cush, but I've got the towel right now.
Yeah, it's useful. It's useful. I have to wipe my hands on the towel quite a bit when I have to use the keyboard, because I have a trackpad for my computer, and it don't work when my fingers are sweating. So that's when I have to use the towel again.
Got a fan
Do you
blowing
have
right
a-
on me.
Do you have a computer and a phone in front of you? Like right in front of you?
Oh yeah. I
Like-
have. So my set. I have a really good, not a good gaming PC, dedicated graphics card, running Zwift, on a big screen TV, maybe a 42-inch in front of me. I'm using the companion app as a bridge. The companion app is sitting on my phone on the handlebars. Discord is running on the phone, so that's how I'm able to talk. It's also running on the computer. It's just how I'm able to record it while streaming and get all our voices in there. And then I've got a laptop and a wireless keyboard next to me so I can use the computer.
I'm already lost.
A lot going on. No wonder you had to wake up early. Really early.
Yes, and all that's sitting on a stand. I've got one of these, I think it's Conquer. I've got one of those trainer stands.
Yeah.
And that's been, I used to just have it sitting on a dryer, on a laundry basket. But now, like, this trainer stand is, like, amazing.
I like
Simple,
that idea.
but it does the job very well.
I've got mine sitting on the stool. They used to sit in my kitchen. Just a little stool sitting on my bike on the side with my nutrition and my bottle and my phone and my app and my Apple TV remote.
Susan, I know you mentioned some difficulty along with everyone else with the Apple TV remote while riding. They are soon releasing a new Apple TV remote that no longer has a trackpad on the front of it. It's actual, like, clickable circle.
Oh, nice. Well, I
So,
have a clickable circle. I have a clickable circle on mine, but I also have a trackpad.
Okay, I think you have one of the older ones. So I guess they're going back to that because I guess enough people mentioned they don't like the trackpad and lose connection enough. They're going back to a physical circle like the iPod flip wheel type deal.
Well, I'll have to look at that. We'll see. Although I'm getting good at it. Finally. Oh, this is great. I'm so happy you did this.
Actually planning on riding my trainer this morning by myself, so it really worked out when you.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Good.
I saw the ride and I was like, yes!
Now, Jill, do you do structured workouts on here when you're riding Zwift?
I just started the it's the Zwift, one of the Zwift programs called, I think it's something like FTP Increase is the name or something
Okay.
to that extent. So yeah, I just started that
Okay, all right.
because that's what I need.
There's a website, Zwift Insider, that does a lot of researching how Zwift operates and how the bikes work and all the extra details about the routes. And for the last, I think since the summer, they've been writing a story about a guy who went from, I guess, not riding much to him doing workouts and going to becoming a D-pace rider. And then training some more, and a couple months later, he became a C-pace rider. And then right now, I think he's training up to be a B-pace rider, which is was a massive uptick in FTP
Yep.
in 1 year to go from, a D rider to a B rider. So I believe the training works.
So was he was using the structured training programs available on
Yeah.
Zwift?
Yeah. I mean, there, from what I've heard, like people, the complaints about the training programs on Zwift was previously there weren't many of them. I think most of them were actually designed by coaches. Like I don't think they were just winging them when they made them. They've had coaches design them, so they work. I rarely use them. I use them during running though. Doing the training during running has actually helped a lot.
Thanks, Brian.
It's like four
Yeah.
of us, 4 others, so it's easy.
Yeah, that's what I can't do with Apple TV. I can't get riding.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can't use that with the Apple TV.
This is so pretty right here. Reminds me of riding in Italy. Hey, you've only got a 10K left. Thanks, Jill.
Jill, have you been able to ride outside?
Yeah, a little bit. I've done kind of a mix up of some road and some mountain biking, but my class ended in March, so it was April, I think, so I could pick it back up, but I definitely lost a lot of my endurance for sitting for like 2 months straight.
Come back.
But yeah.
Okay, so I'm glad you got some riding done.
Yeah. Last weekend I went out to Fredericksburg. They have some nice trails. It's called the Fredericksburg Quarry Trails. So is that
Oh yeah, that's where they do the they do race there in the spring and some fall. Just haven't done it obviously since COVID up there. Fred events. Fred events used to do their own. You know they're racing tomorrow at Camp Bilford, right? Not bike.
Yeah. Is that tomorrow?
Yeah.
Got it.
Mark Junkerman's races.
So yeah, that was the first time I've been out to those trails. They were punchy. I mean, it was tough. It was good.
Did you go through the tunnel that goes under 95?
We got in like 20 miles of trail, so I think so. I feel like we were all.
It's like a concrete tunnel that goes under 95. That stream flows through. You have to go through it on the other side of 95.
Oh no, I think that was closed. They were doing.
Yeah, I knew it was closed for a bit for construction.
Yeah,
I didn't know if it was back open yet or not.
Nope, that was still closed. Yep.
I watched a guy that raced up there about 5 years ago. This dude, he tried to buddy hop the rocks and cross over into that tunnel, and he like went down bad. And they had to like get him out. He had like part of his inner mouth, gut lining hanging out of his mouth. He bruised up his ribs. He like really ate it. He had a concussion. He threw up.
Is that just because he couldn't see inside the tunnel? Or?
No, he tried to jump bunny hop through the rocks and turn into that tunnel. And he like face planted right down. They had to call in the ambulance to come get him. Like everybody called their wives and everybody at the start and say, "Hey, you want to hear an ambulance? It's not for me." And he really got
me up there.
Yeah, he got really jacked up. Some girl broke her wrist last weekend at Quantico on a section when she crashed.
Quantico's tough, and I'm so proud of you. You did a really good job.
Yeah, it's just about surviving up there.
I know. I've only ridden the roads. The roads are challenging. Because I did a lot of my Ironman training up there. While Gray was teaching, I would just go and ride the roads. On the base. Some good climbing.
Yeah, we were talking about it before you got on, Susan. I didn't realize that that area had some of the good climbs that it does.
Yeah.
Fun.
And
You like
it's
hill
shady,
route?
so it was nice.
Yeah.
My goodness, we only have 4.4 miles left.
Yeah, it's
I
kind
can
of
go
flying by a little bit.
I can go to bed.
I think the rest of us still have a work day ahead. No, Brian, you don't. You're traveling.
Just driving.
Speaking of climbing, Jill, have you done Stormy of Thunder Ridge?
I mean, that's a good one too. That's like 10,000 feet of climbing, right? Are you doing that?
I think it's like 8. I think it's like 8,000. If you do the 100, I think it's like 8,000 feet a month.
When is that? Is that coming up?
Next month.
End of May. I'm doing it.
May. Word? Nice.
23rd.
End of April.
May 23rd.
End of May.
End of May. Yeah, correct. May 23rd. I will see you there, Brian. Have you done it before?
I have.
Oh, awesome. Good.
There's that last spot where if you decide to do the 100, you keep going if you want to build.
Correct.
Because this last 25 miles of the 100 kind of suck. Just constant rollers. Depends on how hot it is, too.
What city does that start in?
Lynchburg at the YMCA. Have you done it before, Trey?
Yes, I did it in 2019.
Yeah, I think I did it then, too.
Did you do it with Renata and John Beckenstein and all of those?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when they did it.
Jill Blackenberg was up there, a few others.
Yeah.
I'm sure Conrad will be up there.
Yeah, Conrad, well, he was there then.
Yeah, I've never
Yeah,
done
that climbing though is never ending. It's just like it's constant 12 miles.
Yep.
It doesn't. It's not that bad of a climb. It just doesn't stop.
Yeah, I was cured when I did Grand Fund in New York. Thank you.
That's still on the bucket list for me.
Are they still doing those right now, or are they still doing them?
Yeah. The Grand Fund of New York, yeah.
Yeah, they do all around the world. I keep getting notices for it. Hey, it's time to sign up. It's really very, very well done, but it is brutal. I mean, it's advertised as being like 10,000, but it's more like 13 or 14,000 feet of climbing over 100 miles.
That's a bit different for their marketing on elevation.
It is, because you get there and then the people who actually work the event say, no, it's not. It's longer. Pace yourself.
Yeah.
And you finish. The last bit is all uphill. I mean, it's brutal. And there's a time cutoff, too. If you don't get to Bear Mountain by a certain time, you're cut off. So there's a 50 and then there's a 100.
And the ride is expensive.
Say what?
Said, and the ride is expensive for registration. It's like $320.
Yeah, I did it for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. I raised funds for my girlfriend who was battling cancer for the third time. And she is still in remission, and it looks like it took this last time. So I'm very happy. So I called it Climbing Mountains with Pam. Yeah, I was the coach that year. We took a team up there.
Right, now we're talking about going to do that.
Yeah, get those crazy green jerseys.
Yes, it does include the jersey. I will give them that. It does include the jersey.
And you have to wear the jersey because that's how the police see you. I mean, all the roads are closed. It is so well managed. And the rest stops are amazing. I mean, it's just beautifully done. I was very impressed.
Yeah.
What's the name of that one that you're talking about, Susan?
Grand Fondo, New York.
It's the World Championship.
Oh. There's also, I don't think they're having this year, the 5-borough ride of New York. Or 5-borough
I think that's
tour.
finished. I think they did the last one, whatever, but that's the one in September. And after 30 years,
Oh no,
you're
that's
talking about a different one then.
there's one they do in May. They do it like the
that
first
one.
week of May.
Yeah, that usually gets rained out anyway. There's one in September that they were doing, which after 30 years they stopped it. They're not doing it anymore.
I could see legitimately stopping the one in May as well, because it's a huge event. Like 30,000 people show up for this thing. They've got to have four different wave times. They shut down all the thought of having 10,000 people, 30,000, 7,000, like in a group starting a ride. That's not going to happen. Like in New York.
My garage door just opened or closed, and I don't know who it is. This frame's gone, and it's too early for Megan. Oh, I knew it is. She's walking the dog. Yeah. I'm like, why is the garage door opening? I can hear it. I'm trying to everybody else got work in school.
Have your responsibilities. Tried to pass the group.
I was just thinking the rubber band wasn't working. It's all the way back here.
No, it's working.
Gus is struggling with it because no matter what he does, he can't seem to get ahead of the group. And he was putting out like 9 watts last night at one point. And he's like, where am I? I can't get there.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening to Gus. Gus's connection or something. I'll let you talk to him about it. Because for a while I thought he was like taking it easy on some of the rides.
Perfect, Trey. I love it.
Yeah, this is good, Trey. Thank you for doing this.
You're welcome. Hopefully we will have awesome weather that we don't have to ride the Northern Friday morning.
Is the name of this going to be Zwift Yawn at Dawn?
I think it
Again.
should be. Well, this is good because usually I'm working by 7 o'clock already. So if I could bang this out in the morning, I wouldn't feel so guilty if I get on a little later.
Yeah.
Or I could have my work phone here and I could be monitoring things. Usually all hell doesn't break loose until a little after, but depends on what has happened overnight.
Yeah, that's why I went with 6 a.m. as opposed to 6:30.
Yeah.
We're all up by 6 a.m. getting ready for this Yawn at Dawn anyway.
Yep. We're usually up by 4:55.
But I don't know about any frequency of having this earlier ride, particularly now with warm weather around the corner.
Well, it's warm weather, you don't want to go early. That's when you're going to want to run. When I was doing my marathons, I used to be out by 5, and it was still hot.
I think maybe in a couple weeks I will do some outdoor running and see what that feels like.
Yeah. Yeah, once the humidity kicks in, you're in trouble here. And there's no beating it.
One more mile.
Yep. It's a beautiful day. Sun's shining.
It's cold as fuck.
What's your language?
It should
That is
be
an
cold.
accurate temperature reading there, Brian.
I know. My nephew's up in Vermont, and it was snowing yesterday. I just laughed. And my friends in Ohio got 4 inches the other day. Well, we've had snow in Richmond this time. I've got pictures of it. Not usual, but it happened. I'm glad I didn't turn my sprinkler system on yet.
Well, as usual, everybody, thanks for joining.
Thank you for putting this together last minute.
Yes. This was great.
Thank you, Trey. Everybody have a great day, and Brian, have an awesome time this weekend.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. Ken is a heck of a rider. Look at him, he's putting out three pots plus. Nice. There's the world.
All right. Time to
Have
grab
fun,
the suitcase
everybody.
Time to grab the suitcase out of the closet.
Yeah, have a good trip, Brian.
Hey, you too. Thank you. I'll be have fun this weekend.
Yeah.
Talk to you next week, Brian.
All right, I'll call you. Hey, Susan, I'll call you on my way.
Okay, and say hi to
All right,
Elizabeth.
I will. Thank you.
I'm proud of her.
All right, I'm out. Okay,
Thank you.
everybody.
See you. Have a good weekend.